The Transport Ministry is set to introduce legislative amendments requiring automakers to disclose more detailed EV battery information and imposing stricter penalties to boost consumer confidence and safety.
국토교통부가 전기차 관련 소비자 신뢰 및 안전성을 높이기 위해 전기차 배터리 정보 공개 확대와 위반 시 처벌 강화를 내용으로 한 법률 개정안을 시행할 예정입니다.
Yeah, because of course there's this sort of uneasiness or nervousness about purchasing EVs, right? Electric vehicles. Because of the battery. There have been some high-profile accidents and fires. Unfortunately, that happened. So what the Transport Ministry is doing, they're trying to amend the laws to require manufacturers to disclose more information. Information like the manufacturer or country of origin of the battery, the manufacturing date, as well as the product name. Before, you could get basic information like the battery capacity, the voltage, the drive motor, things like that, the specs, as they say. But now that's been expanded. And if companies fail to disclose this properly, they're set to face a fine of up to 10 million won, up from the current 500,000 won.
그래요. 그러니까 현재는 전기차를 구매하게 되면은 6가지의 배터리 정보가 제공이 돼요. 이제 배터리 용량이라든지 제조사, 셀 형태 이런 것들. 근데 앞으로는 4가지가 더 공개가 됩니다. 배터리 제조사, 배터리 생산 국가, 제조 연월, 그다음에 배터리 제품명 또는 관리 번호까지 추가가 돼서 총 10가지의 정보를 이제 의무적으로 제조사에서 공개를 해야 되는 것이고요. 이제 과태료도 이제 늘었다 그런 얘기를 좀 전에 해주셨죠. There's going to be stricter penalties. 그래서 현재는 배터리 관련된 정보를 제공하지 않으면 50만 원의 과태료가 있는데 앞으로는 이것뿐만 아니라 정보가 또 거짓으로 제공이 됐다라는 게 적발이 됐을 때도 최대 1,000만 원까지 이 과태료가 부과가 됩니다.
Which I still think is a little low compared to the fact that if it's a fraction of the price of just one car, the fine is, if you put it like that. But in any case, it's still a big increase from the current level.
Got it. Okay, let's have a look at to amend something or an amendment.
Yeah, so we're talking about a legislative amendment here. To amend something would be to change something, right? You would revise it, amend it, you can add something to it or take away something from it. And when we say legislative, we're talking about the legislative branch, the National Assembly here in Korea that makes these laws. So this legislative body, like Parliament, when they change a law, we call that a legislative amendment.
Exactly. Legislative is something to do with the law. 그래서 여기서는 법과 관련됐다라는 것을 먼저 염두에 두고 amendment, 이게 개정이란 뜻이죠. 물론 수정이 될 수도 있지만 굉장히 공식적인 느낌이고 앞에 법이 나왔기 때문에 법 개정 이렇게 하면 되겠습니다. We wouldn't normally use the word amend amongst friends, would we?
Right. You wouldn't say, can you amend your behavior to a child, for example, right?
Exactly. But you would talk about amending, again, regulations, laws. I guess you could maybe use it in the workplace because it can be used loosely as well, but it's still very formal.
It is formal. When you're sort of introducing or passing new laws, this is when we normally use it.
맞습니다. 자, 그 다음에 to disclose something?
Yeah, when you're disclosing something, you're making information that wasn't previously known or maybe it was hidden. You're making it open. And again, this is another sort of official type of word where we hear it a lot in legal settings, business settings, or official sort of contexts.
disclose, 공개하다. 역시나 아주 formal한 표현인데요. To disclose something. close 하는 것의 반대 개념이라고 생각하셔도 되고 아예 그냥 통째로 disclose, 공개하다 이렇게 외우는 게 편하긴 해요. 자, 그럼 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. The Transport Ministry is set to introduce legislative amendments requiring automakers to disclose more detailed EV battery information and imposing stricter penalties to boost consumer confidence and safety. Let's move on to the second headline.